explain the provisions of Constitution relating to right to property. Ans. The Constitution, 44th Amendment, Act, 1978, has omitted Articles 19, 1, F, and 31 from Part 3 of the Constitution, and thus the right to property is no more a fundamental right. The said amendment has added a new chapter by inserting a new Article 300-A which relates to right to property, Chapter 4. Article 300-A is the reproduction of Article 31, 1, according to which no person shall be deprived of his property except by authority of law. Here the law means the ordinary law of land. Hence has authority to take away the property of an individual if it is in accordance with an ordinary law passed by the legislature. Thus, both these questions, that for what purpose property will be taken and whether any compensation will be paid, will be determined by the legislature. Now, right to property not being fundamental right, in case of violation of right to property under Article 300-A, a person will not be entitled to invoke the writ jurisdiction of Supreme Court under Article 32. He will, however, be entitled to invoke the jurisdiction of High Courts under Article 226. The eminent jurist Mr. M. C. Y. has strongly criticized by saying that it would destroy the most cherished rights which are embodied in our Constitution. According to him, this amendment has taken away the very valuable rights of an individual. Dr. P. K. Tripathi, in his article Right to Property after 44th Amendment, AIR 1980, Journal 51, concluded that now the right to property of citizens and non-citizens is more comprehensively and firmly secured under the constitutional law of India than ever before. He justified his conclusion by stating that an amendment in existing position will now require not only the procedures laid down in Article 368, but also the consent of the states as required in the proviso to Article 368. In Maneka Gandhi v. Union of India, AIR 1978 SC 597, and later in series of other cases, the Supreme Court has held that the validity of a law passed under the new Article 300-A for the purpose of depriving a citizen of his property can be challenged on the ground of no provision for payment of compensation for the property compulsorily acquired for public purpose. In this case, the meaning and the scope of law has been enlarged. Now, after this decision, term law has been explained as a valid law which is just, fair and reasonable in nature as well as procedure. Any law made under Article 300-A which does not provide for compensation for the property to be acquired compulsorily for public purpose will be declared void, unfair, unjust, unreasonable, hence unconstitutional.